If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. NLE Choppa is about to release his new album, Me vs. Me, this Friday, January 21st. And in this video, I'm gonna go over and kind of, put everything together that we know about this new album. So let's jump straight into it. So Me vs. Me has been in the works for the longest time already. I already went into a bit of history on this in my tracklist video for this album, which we're going to get into a little bit in a second. But this thing, is the first full-length studio album we get from NLE Choppa after he dropped From Dark to Light, which was a departure from his usual very aggressive, violent, style, and that the thing that he really came up with. And the actual album before that was Top Shot that dropped in 2020, which I was really a fan of. I think it showed his growth artistically and creatively, so I was very excited to see him go back to that, even though I did like From Dark to Light more than the average listener might have. So this album has been in the works for quite some time. We've got the first singles, Final Warning, for example, the first one being back in that old style. We also got, for example, Drop Shit. We got The most recent single for this album is Too Hot featuring Moneybagg Yo, but others include Jumpin' with Polo G as well, and that one went huge because that duo is just crazy. They also went crazy on that Unapologetic track that they did for Polo G's Deluxe for Hall of Fame. So anyway, those are the singles that we have so far, but we can see those on the track list, which we're going to get into in a second. But first off, I want to talk about the release date. I already said that this is releasing on January 21st, but that release date really was that was a long way till we got to that date, because this thing was originally supposed to drop in December, but then NLE pushed it back because, videos weren't shot yet and some samples weren't cleared, so we thought we were gonna get it on January 7th, and he did announce that. Then it got pushed back again, the third time, to January 14th. And then again another week to January 21st, which is this week, but now he's actually finally dropping it, unless he decides to, pull another one of those delays or, pushbacks the day before it drops. But I don't think that's very likely. So this is pretty sure that we're going to get this Friday, January 21st. So finally a release date that we can actually rely on. Next up is the album cover. He shared this a while back as well, before we actually got the final announcement that this was going to drop on this week, this Friday. I think this album cover looks really cool. It's two versions of himself. Maybe he wants to play a little bit on that theme of the old version of him versus the new version of him, because we know he's in this very spiritual, awakened state right now, selling his herbs and doing all this. I like this though. I like this concept of me versus me, the whole you yourself are your biggest opponent, and if you can't overcome your mind, then you can't really achieve anything else. I like that, and I think that's what NLE can really, also identify himself with. So I like this cover. I think it, perfectly encapsulates and embodies what this album is supposed to be about. Let's, dive a little bit deeper into the actual tracks that are on here, because a while back, a couple of days ago, actually, Spotify and Rap Caviar posted a track list for this thing. This has not actually been posted by his account, and a lot of people pointed that out under the last video I made on this album, but NLE retweeted this, and it's been retweeted for the past 4 days, so it seems like this is pretty official. I mean, I'm talking about this track list. This track list, as I said, is published by Spotify and Rap Caviar, so it's not officially from NLE, but it does feature the cover art, and it does feature, the singles we got so far and everything, and NLE did retweet this, so this seems to be pretty official. So let's look at this. We start off with Shot of Flow 6, classic. We were gonna go, at some point we were gonna get this. Fans have been waiting for this, the Shot of Flow series that NLE really came up with first when he started blowing up. Then we have Push It with Young Thug. Always like to see a Thugger feature, but this could go either way. Then we have Jumpin', the track of Polo G that a lot of people are very excited about, and me myself included. I thought that was an amazing track. Trap Phone. Then we got Final Warning and IYB. Those are two singles we already got. I forgot to mention IYB earlier when I listed all those, but those two singles we already have. Then we have Stompin', Change My Ways, I'm a Dog, and then which was also a single we got. I did like that music video. Then we have Still Hood, then Drop Shit, another single that we already got. So we do see that a lot of these singles have been released already. So, you know, this whole album has been in the process of rolling out for quite some time, and, you know, because it was pushed back, maybe that's why, you know, more singles released than originally were intended. That's also why we got that Too Hot single with Moneybagg Yo plus a music video for it, which was pretty dope, last Friday on January 14th when the album was actually supposed to drop. Maybe that was just something to hold us over in the meantime while we were getting ready for this Friday. Well then, you know, going off of there, we have Chicago to Memphis with G Herbo, which I think is going to be a really cool track, you know, both of them coming from different places and then coming together on there. Then, as I said, Too Hot with Moneybagg Yo, and then Lick Me Baby and Youngest to Do It. So that's the track list. 16 tracks in total, so nothing too short, nothing too long, just like a normal length album. But I am looking forward to this. I think from the singles we heard so far, it's very visible and evident that he's going back to his older style. I do hope that we do see some, you know, variation on here, though, him switching it up a little bit, some deep cuts that are maybe a little bit slower, where he can just showcase some, you know, more artistic talent and expand him, you know, his horizon as an artist. I would love to see that. I did like Top Shotter quite a lot. I thought that was an amazing evolution for him, and I hope that he can further, you know, do this with this album. Some of y'all were already sad in the comments under my video about the track list, which, you know, if you want some more in-depth information about the track list and my thoughts on that, go check out that other video I made on this. But some of y'all said, like, yo, where's Walk 'Em Down 2? Because on the unreleased track list that were everywhere on Genius and all that, we had a Walk 'Em Down 2 with Lil Durk, for example. We had a couple of, you know, OG fan favorites. I've seen a lot of y'all sad about, you know, the actual fire OG leaks that have been around for us, you know, a very long time not being on here, which a lot of people were expecting them to be on here, and that would have given them another reason to listen to this album, the OG fans. But it doesn't seem like they're on here. We got to deal with, you know, what we got. I'm still excited for this thing. You know, I think NLE Choppa is a very interesting figure in hip-hop, and I do want to see this young dude, you know, succeed. And this dude is exactly 1 day older than me. That's another fun fact, and that's why somehow I relate to this dude, because we're like the same age, to, you know, down to the day. So that's why I always have, you know, a little special place in my heart for him. So yeah, we got the track list, the cover art, the features, we got the singles so far, we have the release date, we have, you know, all this info. So, you know, now it's time for y'all to go crazy in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. What do you expect? What do you think about all the different aspects about this rollout that I just mentioned to y'all? What do you think about it getting pushed back again now, the 4th time or however many times it was, about the track list, the cover art, you know, the singles we got so far? Please, all of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.